Hi everyone, so first of all I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you guys. I'm filming this on December 31st but it will be January 1st 2014 when I upload this, so Happy New Year to all of you guys and I hope that 2014 will be a great year for everyone. So today I'm here with my December wrap up and my January TBR video. So in December I managed to read 17 books. I'm currently about 30% of my way through my 18th book, but I'm not going to get it finished until January, so it doesn't really count. But I'm just going to do a quick recap of the 17 books that I read in December. So the first book I read in December was The Woken Gods by Gwenda Bond. Unfortunately I didn't enjoy this one. I was really looking forward to it as well, but I ended up being severely disappointed by it and I ended up giving it a 2 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up A Little Too Much by Lisa Rochers. I decided to pick this one up because I was feeling sort of in a reading slump and new adult books generally get me out of reading slumps. This one definitely wasn't as good as the first book, but I still really enjoyed reading it. And I ended up giving this one a 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read in December was World After by Susan E. Now, I didn't think anything would be able to top Angel Fall, but holy crap was World After so much better than Angel Fall. I seriously absolutely loved this book so much and I'm even more excited to find out what's going to happen next in this series, so World After definitely got a 5 out of 5 stars from me. And then I read the first 4 books in the Bloodline series by Rochelle Mead, which are Bloodlines, The Golden Lily, The Indigo Spell and The Fiery Heart. All 4 of these books received a 5 out of 5 stars from me because they were all fantastic and I'm actually enjoying the Bloodline series a lot more than the Vampire Academy series because my Sidrian feels are just, I love those two so much. And then I read The Art of Wishing by Lindsay Rabar. This one was a really light and sweet read. It's about a genie and a girl and it was just amazing and I really loved it and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was This Song Will Save Your Life by Leila Sales. This is one of the best books I read this year. It was such an emotional and heartbreaking read. It was full of realistic life moments and such an amazing message, and I ended up giving this one a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Archived by Victoria Schwab. Despite this one having a very slow beginning for me, I ended up loving it by the end. There was just such a fantastic twist at the end that I was just powering through it and I had to know what was going to happen, so because of that turning point this book got a 4 out of 5 stars from me. And then I read Tiger Lily by Jodie Lynn Anderson, which is another one of the best books I read this year. This was such a beautiful and heart-wrenching novel. It's, I can't even describe it. I just had so many feels while reading this and it made me cry so much, so it definitely deserved a 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea by April Genevieve de Kock. This is one that I've been really looking forward to this year and it didn't let me down. It lived completely up to my expectations and now I'm even more excited to read more in this creepy and dark world. So yeah, this book got a 4 out of 5 stars from me. And then I read No One Else Can Have You by Kathleen Hale. This one was awful. I absolutely hated this book. I don't even know how I made it through it, but I just wanted to know who the killer was and it turned out that I'd already guessed it at the start, so it was a complete waste of my time and I gave it a 1 out of 5 stars. And then I read Let It Snow by John Green, Lauren Miracle and Maureen Johnson. I really adored this book. It was such a cute and sweet Christmassy novel. I didn't really enjoy John Green's that much. Lauren Miracle's was okay, but Maureen Johnson's was definitely my favourite, at least I think that's what it is. So in the end I ended up giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Night Before Christmas by Scarlett Bailey. This was just a really cute and light Christmassy adult novel. There's not much depth to the characters or depth to the story, but I really enjoyed it. It was a brilliant read for Christmas Eve and I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read How I Live Now by Meg Rosoff. I had been wanting to read this because the movie came out with Saoirse Ronan in it, but unfortunately this just didn't capture my attention. I never connected with any of the characters, never connected with the story. It just felt like I was just reading something. I had no emotions whatsoever, but there were parts that were intriguing, but the whole cousin relationship kind of put me off. so I ended up giving this book a 2 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Lost Boys by Lily and Carmine. Unfortunately, I had to DNF this one at about 24%, I think. Maybe I got a bit further, I can't really remember. But I really wasn't enjoying this one, so I didn't really want to force myself through reading it when I could be reading something else that I did enjoy. And the last book I finished in December was The Edge of Always by J.A. Redmersky. This is a follow-up to The Edge of Never, and it was so much better than the first book. I just completely loved Cameron and Andrew so much, and my heart was breaking for them throughout this book, but by the end it left me all teary and happy, so I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. Right now I'm currently reading The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I think I'm about 39% of the way through it, and I'm really enjoying it, so hopefully I'll be able to finish it in the first couple of days of January. So this brings me on to the books that I'm planning to read in January. I don't have a lot of time to go through all these books, so I'm just going to show you guys them, and then you guys can let me know in the comments if you've read any of the books and what you thought of them. So the first book I'm planning on reading in January is Forgive Me Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick. I got this one for review ages ago from Goodreads, so I need to get it read ASAP. The next book I'm planning on reading is The Testing by Joël Charbonnier. Yet again, another one that I really want to read, so I'm going to. And I also want to read The Shining Girls by Lauren Beokes. I've had this one out from the library for ages, so I have to get it done and get it returned. I also want to read Slated by Terry Terry. This is one that I've been wanting to read for ages. It's been sitting on my shelf for about a year, so I'm going to read it in January. I also want to read Some Quiet Place by Kelsey Sutton. This is one that I've been really looking forward to in 2013, so I just can't wait any longer to read it. And I'm also going to read Of Beast and Beauty by Stacey J. I've been looking forward to this book forever, so even though I only got it yesterday, I'm going to read it this month. I also need to read The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd, because I have a review copy of Her Dark Curiosity from Edelweiss, and I need to get that read this month, so I'm going to read the two of them. I also need to read Uninvited by Sophie Jordan, Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi, Crow Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, Alienated by Melissa Landers, and White Space by Elsa J. Bick. These are all books that I have for review, and they all come out in like the end of January, start of February, so I need to get them read this month. And the last book that I'm planning on making a start on is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. This is the first book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I've started watching this TV show and everyone's getting all excited because I've started watching it, and they keep telling me that I need to read the books, so I'm planning on making a start on the first book in the series this month. Well, hopefully, I'm really hoping I'll get around to making a start on it. So there we go, that was my December wrap up and my January TBR video. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.